All right, everybody, welcome. We're back with some more Tecmo analysis from the New York City Tecmo Super Bowl tournament. So I am playing Matty D, one of the elite players in the Northeast. Great player, great guy, super nice, and is always a tough out in any competition. So I lost the toss for the teams. He picked New England, Seattle. I deferred and took player one. He took the Patriots. I took Seattle, and here we go. So I won the toss. I deferred, and I was able to kick off to him. So, Matt's a great player, so I expect this to be a very tough matchup. I hate these two teams with a passion. I hate playing with them. I think it's an awful, ugly grind fest. And however, Matt is really good at grind fest, so he's going to take me to task. So, first play of the game, we're going to stop it right already. So, on this motion play, if you don't have a linebacker 2 or a linebacker 3, so linebacker 2 can actually go right in there, and if you can tap, you can just tackle the guy pretty easy, right? If you're a linebacker 3, you can bump this guy here, create an extra drone, and try to get in there and tackle him. All right. What I tried to do was take Nesby from DB4, come on over here, bump this guy, and see if I can get him. The problem with that is that this chop blocking drone right here is targeted for DB4. So I'm already making a huge mistake already. Now what's going to happen is that I'm going to bounce off this guy here and get flattened. He's going to run around, all right, and then because my guy gets flattened, his chop blocking receiver is going to keep chop blocking me over and over again, and he's going to gain a lot of yards. So, and I get up and I get, look, chop blocked again, and he's going to run over and chop block me again. Boom! And Adams is going to run for like 70 yards. So not a good start for your hero here on the first play of the game against the Patriots. All right, so we're going to try to recompose ourselves here and try to play some defense. So he's going to go run 4 here, up the middle. I'm going to try to hold him steady, but he bounces it outside with the two-bow, which is always a good play. All right, so he's going to try the motion run again because one motion run deserves another. I picked it on defense, so luckily I was able to get the stop here for a loss of a yard or so. All right, and once we're getting into the red zone with New England, it gets harder and harder to score. These two teams are not very good inside the red zone because of their speed. So he goes run 3. I'm just trying to contain here. He's going to get a first down. Yeah, he had a good chop blocking blocker in there to make my life difficult on defense. All right, so up the middle again here with the run. I'm trying to clog the middle here. I get a break with a nice tackle because the blocker did not recognize me at first. Run 3 is picked here, which is good. So I'm really going to put him to the test here. 3rd and 12. See what he's going to do here. So he's going to go the conservative route. He goes run 4. I pick D-line, I run backward just to contain, and we force a field goal. So that's a positive on defense, especially after the initial 70-yard run. One of the things that you learn as you gain more experience in this game is that you're going to make mistakes, your opponents are going to make plays, but it's about limiting damage. I don't care if the guy can move the ball in between the 20s, but if I can stop him, inside the red zone and hold him to field goals, I got a good chance of winning the game. So Fenner gets caught at the 1-yard line there on the goal line and is only able to go out to the 6. So we have to start a long drive from inside the 10, which is always tough. All right, so New England's defense, you're really looking at 3 guys. Lippett, who is 56 MS, 63 INTs. You have Tippett, which is a linebacker, 44 MS, 56 hitting power. Agnew is 56 MS. All right, so he's your 3 defenders you really have to worry about. Everyone else is a bunch of trash dumpster fire. All right. So we're going to run up the middle here with 1. Going to get a couple. He did a good job of clogging the middle up. One good run 4 deserves another. And I get a couple of blockers here and I was able to scramble for a first down. So, all right, so I picked this running play here because of his lack of middle linebackers. Now, if you have a middle linebacker, linebackers 2 and 3 can actually just go in here and shoot this gap, all right, and try to tackle the defender. Now, if you're going to do that, you better be able to out-tap me, because if not, I'm just going to engage you here, out-tap you, and then I'm going to run 20 or 30 yards. All right, but what you can also do is try to bump the center, all right, and gain an extra drone to come isolate the running back here. All right, so he's going to try to do that on the first play here with Tippett. He's going to bounce, all right, and I'm going to get a big gainer here because of that. So it's always a risk trying to bump the defender off the line because if you get flattened, your opponent's going to take it for quite a bit of yards. So we're going to keep going to Pound Town with the running game here. And we're going to pick up another few yards. And if you can pick up 5 yards a carry, why do anything else? But you do have to throw the ball every once in a while. So pass 4 here. All right. So I'm going to go to Fenner here. I'm thinking I can hit him. All right. I think I got enough time to hit him. All right. But Craig's pass speed is so slow. You know, this guy is covered. This guy is coming out of the backfield. I probably should have thrown it to him. That probably would have been a better option. This guy is covered. There's a DB down here, so don't think this guy is open because he's not. All right. But I tried to go to Fenner, and Agnew was able to get there. And he gets the stop, so good defense by him. Pass 2. I'm just going to scramble for first down here because that's gets me to field goal range, and we want to make sure we get at least 3 out of the drive here. So Jones is in bad, so like now my secondary running game is kind of gone bleh. So I'm going to sit here and try to find the least crappiest option for that particular play. Now, up to this point in time, I have John L. Williams as my wide receiver 2. Slow, can block, 63 receptions. He is like a CC kind of target if Flippett is not covering. So, all right, pass 2 again. All right, so here we go. So pass 2, one of the things that I like to do every once in a while is throw the time JJ route, all right, regardless of whether they're covered or not, because it keeps the defense honest, all right, because normally what he'll do is that he'll fake up here, turn around this way to make sure I don't do that, all right, and then he'll have to continue to cover deep as this receiver keeps going, and eventually it will open up this receiver here who's sitting there doing nothing. And it's a cat and mouse game. He can pretend to go deep, he can cut back, it's a whole defensive thing here, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw the time JJ, get my 15 to 20 yards, all right, and take the gain right there. So that puts that play in his mind, so he's got to cover that every single time, even with 4 open receivers. All right, so running 2. Now this time he decides to go through the gap as opposed to bumping. Now I probably could have engaged him here and then tried to clear out this way, but I just tried to run around the corner to get as many yards as possible. If I had engaged him earlier than that, I would have been able to shake and bake through those would-be tacklers, but because I waited too long to engage him, his drone came and helped him. All right, so this is pass 2. All right, now, so here I think I've got Kane right here, right? I got him, right? Wrong. Back of the end zone. Too far. Split second, too late. All right, so here I try to get cute and do the run 2 again, and what he's going to do is that he's going to get the bump. He's going to isolate and contain my guy. All right, good defense by him. He's actually got 2 extra drones there after that. So we're going to kick a field goal, tie it up, and live to fight another drive. So good defense by Matty. One of the things that we run into with Seattle is, Craig's pass speed is a liability inside the red zone because you just can't hit those quick hitters. The ball just takes too long to get there. Defenders get there. Ball is going to the back of the end zone. Receivers dive when they don't need to. It's one of those. Craig is a fickle machine out there. All right, so drive number 2 for the Pats here. So he's been pounding this run 4, so why stop doing that when your opponent's not doing a good job of stopping it? So he's going to gain 5 here. All right, so here we go. So pass 3. All right, so this is picked. All right, so Wilson's got a couple of options. All right, my safest option, because he's now running up. He's running up this way now. All right, so my personal best option for him is just to throw it deep to Cook, because Cook has fast enough that he could burn these two. Because these 2 DBs are just standing there like idiots. Cook will keep running, and you can hit him on a streak or a diver or maybe sometimes even a JJ. So I think that's your safest option. Option number 2 is that this running back here is going to stop, all right, and once Cook pulls these guys away, you could hit this guy here, all right. That's if my defender doesn't get up there fast enough. You can try this JJ to Fryer, but Fryer is slow, and it's hard to hit slow receivers with JJs. All right. Plus, you don't have the best angle where you are. You probably want to be down a little bit farther over here if you wanted to try that. All right. Or you can try to hit Severs down here on a streak, but he's too slow, and the DB is going to get there. All right. So what happens is that he decides to throw it to Severs. All right, it's a massive overthrow. You can see the trajectory right here. It's a massive overthrow. Like the X is like way down here. All right, that means my DB is going to get there, and boom, Glasgow gets a pick. Now, Glasgow only has 25 interceptions, but Mark Wilson only has 44 pass control, so interceptions are going to happen even when guys have low INT ratings. All right, so I got a good chance to go up a score here, so we're going to do run 3. Warren's going to get a block. All right, and this drone makes a really nice tackle there. Run 1, see if we can catch them. All right, so run 1, what you really want to do, if you can, is you want to try to keep weaving in and out of these 2 blockers right here to see if you can get your opponent to bite in there or get the drones to bite in there so they can get caught up, so you can somehow manage to get a few yards. Doesn't always happen, but you try to make it happen. All right, so again, pass 2 here. All right, now I'm just going to take that and scramble that, but later on in the game you're going to see that pass play become very effective because one of my backup receivers goes into good. All right, so pass 4 here. All right, so what do I got? What do we got here? So we got this guy here. He's going to be open. All right, Matt knows that, so he's going to run to the corner here. All right, it's going to leave this guy open by just enough for Craig to get him there. All right, and then you're going to see Matt make a great tackle on this play. All right, stop. Now, look at that. Now he commits here, all right, with this angle. And I really thought that he was going to come down this way to cut me off, so I started turning this way to go back inside. And he hit the dive button with the perfect angle. If I had just kept running that way, that's a touchdown. So great tackle by him. That's the game within the game right there. All right, so he's going to try to bounce in there with Lippett. He's going to get caught up in the blockers, unfortunately. I'm just going to bounce it outside, and that's an easy touchdown. All right, so we're up 7, pending the point in the kickoff return here. So we're kind of in the driver's seat because we are getting the ball in the second half, and that's huge because that puts a lot of pressure on him to try to get something before halftime because he knows I'm going to get the ball. However, with New England, you really only have one option, and that's to throw it deep to Cook. All right, and if I can keep that under control, if I can put pressure on the quarterback, I can try to stop that from happening, force him to throw it early, etc., etc. So what he's going to do is that he's going to try to get some room here with the Tupo, which is fine. He's trying to get enough room to throw the JJ. This is pass 4. All right, so again, I'm going to put some pressure on him. He throws it to Fryer. It's an overthrow, so incomplete. It's not easy to hit the wide receiver on that play like that. So again, he's going to do pass 4 again. All right, Mike Jones pick it. He does a little bit of scrambling, but Mike Jones is able to catch out to him and get a sack. And the only reason this matters is because it's taking time off the clock. Now it's 4th and 10. All right, we're winding down here. He's got maybe one more play. It's kind of risky. I don't know if I would do it because if it's a pick play sack, anything can happen here. But I call the right play. He throws it to Cook. It throws it short. End of the first half. Turnover on downs. Doesn't matter because we're going to go watch the cheerleaders for a minute. So, as you can see, the huge crowd is gathering behind us here for the semifinal matchup. Let me tell you. All right, so second half. So now it's important that I come out here and put together a good drive together because, Matt is a great player and we want to put him away. We got to put him away. All right, so Chadwick isn't good. All right, so what's important about Chadwick is this and this. All right, I mean receptions not so much, but having that extra oomph on those two notches there makes him a much more usable, formidable receiver on the bottom to spread the field a little bit more than the other guy is. So I'm going to put John Williams back at tight end because he's 28-63. And Chadwick's got a little bit of speed. And we're going to put Fenner, I think, at fullback. Just to get some more hitting power. Stouffer's in good. And if Stouffer had gone into excellent, I might have put him in the game. But I just feel like against Lippett, Stouffer's going to throw picks. So it's all about tomato, tomato. Spoil out what you like. So, all right, so pass two. All right, my options are kind of limited. I probably could have went back to the wide receiver 2 there. But I was too busy avoiding drones, I didn't see it. So, good call. All right, so pass 2 again. So, once again, Lippett is caught down here. All right, I got a drone defender here who sucks. So, I'm going to try for the JJ because he's going to do the, and then he's going to jump that way. All right, because it's an easy gainer when it works. There you go. 20 yards again. Isolate the defender. He actually out-tapped me on that one. I must have missed it on the claw, but that's all right. It happens every once in a while. I'm not perfect. All right, so run 1. Again, we're going to try to see if we can get some yards using those 2 blockers right there. And we do. 2nd and 4. All right, so he picks my play here, and I tried to get it, to this receiver here, but his drones just got to me too fast. So I was able to throw it away that one time. All right, so run 2. So again, here we go. So he got the bump this time. So he's got this extra defender here. All right, and he's going to tackle me for a loss. Again, with faster running backs, you can make that juke and avoid and get rid of the drone. The drone will usually dive. All right, so big play here. 4th and 6. I want to make a first down here. Try to continue this drive here. So I pick run 3. All right, so we'll take a look here. So you can tell that he picked a run on defense. You know why? Because he's got all these guys here. These guys here. This guy is going to be coming this way. This guy's going to be coming this way. All right, so he's got all these guys coming. I got 2 blockers. All right, so it's going to be tough. All right, so I'm able to bounce it inside. Now I think I got some room here because if I just keep going this way, I should be able to make it to the first down marker, right? Right? Wrong. Let's go frame by frame. Frame by frame. Where is the ball? Where is the ball? Nobody knows where the ball is. The marker's here. I don't know. I think Tecmo might have gotten it right. I thought I had a first down. But unfortunately, I get tackled, don't make it. Turnover on downs, as close as it can be. All right, so Patriots take over. He's going to keep running the ball off the middle because it's been an effective play for him. I was able to get a nice tackle there, stop him for a 7-yard gain. All right, so he's going to do pass 4. All right, so Wilson. All right, so on this play, if you have the angle, which he does actually right here, all right, you can actually hit this running back streaking, all right, and you'll get the right angle. Now, I wouldn't recommend it here because my defender's in the way. Like, he'll be able to cut that off. All right, but he's got this guy here. All right, this guy here will be open. All right, but he's just going to take the safe play and get the easy 10 yards with Mark Wilson. There are times to take risks, and there are times to not. No reason for him to make that play. First down. All right, so here I with the shotgun again here. All right, so he's got all kinds of guys open. All right, he's got this guy. He's got this guy. All right, so I have to, as a defender, I got to cover these deep options here because my drones are not going to cover it. All right, so what he's going to do here, he's just going to pop it to the running back here. Easy play. And good for 8 yards. All right, so here's the next play. So he's got the shotgun again. All right, so here we go. Decision time. Again, you've got, I think, the safest option is throwing it to Cook. All right, because that's the least variable thing that can happen is that it's incomplete, you overthrow it, maybe Cook gets a diver or whatever. All right, I don't recommend, he's not going to throw it here because my defender is there. All right, I'm actually beelining towards Cook because I think that's where he's going to throw it. All right, other options, you could try to throw it deep to Severs, but he's just not fast enough. He's not going to burn this defender here. All right, other option is to try to throw the time JJ to Cook, not to Cook, to Fryer. All right, but the problem is that Fryer is slow, and Wilson is 38 pass speed. It's not a good combination, and things like overthrows or underthrows could happen. Now, if it was an underthrow, that actually might be better because it would force the receiver to come back here where there's nobody defending it, and he gets a first down. However, that's not the case. He tries to go for the JJ. He gets the diver instead, and I get a pick in the end zone, which is a huge defensive stop. It changed the whole game. All right. Now, you're probably sitting there wondering, well, how come the pass was there? How come the guy didn't jump up and catch the ball? Well, it has to be specifically frame perfect for a receiver to JJ the ball. And what also factors in is the reception rating and the quarterback rating that will factor in that as well. So in that case, you have a 44 pass control quarterback throwing to a 56 reception guy. It's slow. The game decided to dive instead of do a JJ. It's Tecmo. So good break for me, bad break for Matty, unfortunately. So here, I got everybody open. Easy play. We're just going to go right to that guy here. All right. Lippett's almost there, but Kane is able to haul it into the diver. So what we're going to try to do is that we're going to try to make this a two-score game. All right, so pick play. All right, Craig's going to get sacked. That's a bad play by me. I should have gotten rid of the ball or whatever, thrown it to the wide receiver 1. So I made the mistake of, and we're going to go back and look at that one more time real quick. All right, so that's the pick. Didn't mean to do that again, but all right, so on pass 4, well, sorry, let's just run this play again. Sorry, this is a quick hitter to the top. All right. So that was the previous play. All right, so here, so pass 4, a couple things you need to know about pass 4. All right, number 1, and I didn't do this. All right, you should, most of the time, after the ball is snapped, you should be taking your quarterback and going this way. All right, because if it is a pick play, you got all these guys coming at you like this, right? All right, so if you can get yourself out, all right, because this receiver, the one that motioned, is going to go down like this. All right, so if you can get your quarterback up here, you can throw the ball to your wide receiver 1. You're never going to complete it, but what will happen is that it will pull your wide receiver out of bounds, and it will go safely, and you will never have a pick in your life. As you keep doing that, it's an easy throwaway, one of the few throwaways that they are in the game. What I did is I went this way. All right, I kind of looked for the running back out of the backfield here, but before I knew it, the drones were all on me, and that's a sackalicious. So I'm lucky that I didn't fumble the ball, because that would have changed the game too. Because that would have been a pick, play, sack, fumble, and I would have been home crying. And you can read my book, Cry Like a Tecmo Player. It's available on Amazon. All right, so pass 2 again. I tried the JJ again, but Craig with the bad timing does not do it. All right, so now we're going to stop. It's 3rd and 24, right? It's 3rd and a mile. What are my options here? The conservative play is the run 2, all right, and try to just get as many yards as possible. Who knows, maybe I'll get a lucky break or a block or something like that, but it's most likely going to punt, right? Wrong. Remember this guy Chadwick I told you about? 44 MS now? All right. So I'm going to call the pass 2, and if he doesn't call it, I have this JJ curl that's going to happen over here. All right, it's going to get me about 20-something yards, which will be enough to get the first down. It's got to be timed perfect. It's risky because Craig can overthrow it right to Lippett, and that's going to be a pick. But sometimes you got to risk it to get the biscuit. So he picked Agnew too, which didn't help. But all right, so Chadwick is going to jump up. Boom, 35 yards, first down. Drive stays alive. Keep eating clock. Get us into field goal range to try to see if we can get it to a 2-score game. So now he picks run 3, I pick run 3, and because you always pick run 3, I picked run 3 again. But he said always pick run 3, so he picked run 3, and now I'm back down to losing 10 yards. So 3rd and 20, on the 50. What do you do here? Now I just showed him this 25-yard J.J. curl to Chadwick. All right, so you better believe me, he's going to be looking for that. However, the cat and mouse game is that I picked the run 2 this time because I was satisfied with getting 5 to 10 yards and kicking a field goal. All right, so he picked Lippett this time. All right, I have some blockers. I'm just going to get some yards, and I'm going to settle for a field goal at the end of the third quarter. Now you can call that conservative, you can call that safe, you can call that the wimpy way to play. This is the semifinals. All right, getting up 2 scores in the fourth quarter is humongous. Humongous. All right, so I'm going to take the field goal try here. And up to this point in time, I had not missed a field goal the whole tournament, so I'll take the 3 points. Now we're up 2 scores, and New England's got to make a big comeback here. Now, their only option at this point in time is to bomb it to Cook. They know that. I know that. The crowd knows that. Even you know that. But the question is, can you stop it? So he's going to drop back with Wilson. I picked Green because I thought maybe I could do a little bit of rushing, but decided against it. He throws it to Cook, isolated on my defensive lineman. All right, and he's going to get the 80-yard CC, which actually works in my favor because if it was a JJ, I probably would have dived and he would have scored a touchdown. All right, so not much you can do about that. So we're going to try to play some more defense here. So pass 4. All right, again, he's got all kinds of guys open. He's got this guy. He's got that guy on the crossfield pass. He's got this guy in a minute. This guy's going to be open in a second. This guy's already open here. All right, so he's got all kinds of options. All right, so he's going to go, and then he tries to arrow trick me, which normally would work, but Tecmo took over. See, I was here. All right, now if he throws it here, my guy's going to run over here and dive. All right, but if he throws it here, my guy's going to turn around and he's going to get the block. The only thing he could have done here is if he throws it here, if he's got that one, that's touchdown. All right, but instead he threw it to the middle guy. My DB gets there, and I'm able to make the stop. So then he says, screw it, I'm just going to run the ball because you can't stop me. All right, and he does run 3. He makes a nice little juke in the middle here, and he scores. Brennan, stop it. No noise. Get up here. Go. All right, so now it's 13-10, and we've got a game, folks. All right, he shoulder kicks it here. Now, I'm not sure why he did that. I'm not sure if he was just trying to entice a fumble, because I don't want to give my opponent a short field when they're up by 3 with 3 minutes to go in the game. That's just my personal opinion. All right, so again, pass 2. Now, at this point in time, I'm thinking to myself, there's 3 minutes to go. All right, he's using Reynolds, he's not using Lippett. I can take a chance deep, because if I get it, effectively the game is over. Like, that's it. It's all about the crying if I do that. So I take a shot downfield to Kane. All right, and lucky for him, because his guy is Mya. All right, and my guy is Mya. And if he catches the ball, he's going to catch it and land in the end zone for a touchdown. Lucky for him, Jerome was in the perfect position, knocks it down, and it preserves the 3-point game. All right, so back to the drawing board. We're going to just try to do some ground and pound here, get some yards, eat some clock up. We're going to pick up 6 yards, and we're going to be happy. I'm in no hurry to snap the ball. You want to take 10 seconds off each play if you possibly can. All right, so run 1. Again, I'm going to try to get some yards here for the first down. Blocker catches up to him. I'm able to get the first down, get out of bounds. All right, because we're not going to want to fumble the ball now, are we? Because that would be a heartbreaker to fumble the ball at this point in time. All right, so pass 2. All right, I'm just going to take the safe play and get out of bounds with my quarterback. That crossfield pass didn't have the correct angle on it, so it would have gone way out of bounds. All right, so pass 4. So this is going to be the end of the game here. All right, so Here we go again. We got all kinds of people's open. We got this guy's going to be open. We've got this guy is open already. All right, we got this running back is going to come out of the backfield here, and then he's going to stop, and then he's going to be open here. This guy's going to be open here in the middle of the field. So we got all kinds of options. It's all about of execution. Now, remember I told you about Chadwick, 44 MS, right? Makes a huge difference. All right, he's wide open, gets the diver. All right, I'm able to avoid the defender here. Now, Agnew lost all of his speed because he dove. All right, which means that I'm going to have an advantage if I can get rid of this drone here, right? I shake the drone, and I'm able to get in for a touchdown and a huge sigh of relief, because this effectively puts the game away. There's just not enough time for Matty to do anything at this point in time. So barring any kind of 1 in a million craziness, which would be like ball back, 80-yard JJ, onside kick, recovered, 70-yard field goal shenanigans, this game is effectively going to be, Reach just does not have enough time for that to happen. All right, so we're going to just, pick shotgun, and we're going to rush them with green and force them to throw the ball, and basically do whatever we can to run out the clock as soon as possible. So. All right, so he throws to Sievers. Gets a first down CC as a flash of fire when he comes across us. Last play of the game here. He's going to throw deep to Cook, and time's going to run out. And we're going to call it a day. So, excellent game. Well played, Matty. Always a tough opponent. And yeah, I got a couple of breaks. Wilson threw a couple of picks, and that was the difference in the game. Other than that, he pretty much held me down. So, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this analysis of the semifinal matchup. So, this got me into the finals, where I had to play against Leaf Powers, and I will break that game down at some point as well, and for your viewing pleasure. If you like the video, subscribe, like, comment, and I'll see you guys on the flip side.